This is Darshana Gauchen with your B2B Cambodia Market update for August 6, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down by 1.29 points or 0.31% to 413.08. Total trade volume was up since last Friday. 126,545 shares changed hands at a total value of roughly 563.9 million Khmer Real, or around $137,490. 4 stocks were up on the main board. Pestech Cambodia led the market up by 1.24% or 30 Real to 2,440 Real per share, followed by Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which was up 1.08% or 160 Real to 15,040 Real per share. Other stocks up were Grand Twins International and the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority. On the other hand, 3 stocks were down. Cam GSM dropped 0.83% or 20 Real to 2,400 Real per share, while MJQ Education and Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ were down 0.49% and 0.43% respectively. The Sihanoukville Autonomous Port and Akleda Bank meanwhile remained flat. Over on the growth board, JS Land was up 10% or 350 Real to 3,850 Real per share, while DBD Engineering was down 0.48% or 10 Real to 2,090 Real per share. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 51,692 shares changing hands at a total value of 121.2 million Real, or around $29,500, accounting for 38% of total shares traded on August 6th. Akleda Bank had the second highest trade volume of the day with 37,871 shares changing hands at a total value of 283.6 million Real, or $69,000, making up around 28% of Tuesday's trade volume. In other market news, the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port and Sihanoukville Autonomous Port both released disclosure notices regarding a potential change in the securities price or trading volume that could be caused by the news that these two companies are investing into the Funan Techo Canal that was officially inaugurated on Monday, August 5th. The Phnom Penh Autonomous Port announced that it would be making a 25% investment into Funan Techo Inland Waterways and Logistics Co. Limited, which will contribute to the construction of the first 21-kilometer-long section of the canal with the purpose of expanding the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port's shipping route to domestic seaports and international destinations. The Sihanoukville Autonomous Port similarly announced that it would be investing 26% into the same company for the first section of the Funan Techo Canal construction project. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ also released a disclosure notice to announce the buyback of 5,000 shares through auction trading, which is 0.008% in paid-up capital. The Khmer Real to USD weakened slightly to 4,109 Real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly up to 103.08. Oil prices paired gains in volatile trade on Tuesday as fears of an escalation in the Middle East conflict and a drop in production at Libya's largest Sharara oil field raised the prospect of tight supplies. However, buying was capped by a weak demand outlook in China, while a global market recovery from a sell-off on Monday provided support. Brent crude futures were up 12 cents or 0.16% to $76.42 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were up 22 cents or 0.3% to $73.16. Both contracts gained over $1 a barrel earlier in the session. Gold prices inched up, and analysts noted that the non-yielding metals outlook remains positive as latest commentary from U.S. Federal Reserve officials and data points towards bigger U.S. interest rate cuts. Spot gold rose 0.2% at $2,412.79 per ounce. Bullion fell as much as 3% in the previous session, caught in a global sell-off driven by fears of a U.S. recession. U.S. gold futures gained 0.4% to $2,453.40. S&P 500 futures rose slightly on Tuesday after the broad index notched its worst day in nearly 2 years as global markets sold off. Futures tied to the S&P 500 were up 0.4%, along with NASDAQ 100 futures. Futures connected to the Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced 103 points, or about 0.3%. To be sure, futures were well off their session highs seen overnight. Helping sentiment was a rebound in Japanese stocks. The Nikkei 225 posted its best day since October 2008, soaring 10.2%. That surge comes a day after the benchmark suffered its worst day since 1987, losing 12.4%. This was Darshana Gauchen with your B2B Cambodia Market update for August 6th.